everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Jaguars coming in at 6-1, going up against the Titans, who come in at 4-3.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Mariota on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick six.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly.
Yeah, usually when you're starting the game, getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either.
Second down, Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And this passing game, this whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Fresh set of downs here. On the carry, it's Davis. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 41-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now a second down throw for Mariota. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On third down, Mariota. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
It's third down, 6 yards to go for the offense. They go play action. Bridgewater. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Fournette, a first down carry. And an alley to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Let's go. Tiger, Tiger.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go.
They'll toss it to Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Shift together here from the D-line. After the penalty, it's Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. But it looked like the Titans were able to recover, and indeed, they will keep possession of the ball. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
So after nearly turning it over, new life here for the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, Mariota. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. The open man is Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll throw again. Mariota. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And oh, it's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one's going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They give him a gain of 37.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
They'll run it again with Fournette. A little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
First down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff to Fournette. This carry with the extra effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the Titan offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Fournette on the counter. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Get ready. Blue 58.
Here's Bridgewater. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Myers able to knock it through. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit. Taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And last time, 1 play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball in open field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage doesn't come as a result. That and good tackling could lead to no yards gained.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. To throw Mariota. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bag.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action and hit them over the top.
Bridgewater to throw it this time. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing is Bridgewater. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They begin with Henry. And some room to roam now. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard. Right there around the 35-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Now D.D. Westbrook to return. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Here's a give to Fournette. And now running right through it. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with third and about 6 yards to go.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now it's a bootleg with Bridgewater. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Still shedding tackles. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. And a big 32-yard play on third. Now Leonard Fournette, and he's got room. There he goes inside the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And the lead is now 24. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. They go again with Davis. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Titans on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mariota. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
The pitch to Fournette. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Jaguars on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Bridgewater. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a first down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a fourth down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, first down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And he was very fortunate there to get out of his end zone. He maybe got back to the 2-yard line.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Here's Davis now. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. His end zone. Mariota flushed out right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And they're going to get this one all the way out to the 25-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Second down, Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Eli Harold coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. The Titans on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll run with Fournette. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
And that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep him warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This is fielded at the goal line. And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
Tight end right. 3 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Mariota. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Bridgewater. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Great blocking, nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Mariota now from the 50. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee 1st down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Give him 30 yards there. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now Mariota. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Dewan Smoot in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Third and goal. Mariota. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal. That looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And some space here. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A little bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a 2nd and 11. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It'll be a gain of 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On the run, it's Fournette. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Jaguars, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they drop back to 500 now at 4 up and 4 down. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from Jacksonville.